sprint. The sprint. This horse coming off of a runner-up at Churchill Downs and was runner-up at Saratoga and was a runner-up at Churchill Downs. Last victory actually came at Oaklawn Park in the Lake Hamilton.
10 for 18 lifetime. Yeah, I was there for the Count Fleet sprint. This was the race when people were around the country saying, oh, this is the greatest sprinter in the world, going to win the Breeders' Cup Sprint. And look, the horse is legitimate, don't get me wrong, but you just have to ask yourself what's happened the last 3 starts. Nothing terribly wrong. A lot of second-place finishes, but it has been the beaten favorite. Again, I mean, this horse is going to be lined up on the front end, right there with your horse as well, Christina. Right. You kind of touched on that. You got Raging Torrent, who's quick. The fractions in this race are going to be absolutely lightning. I bet they go maybe sub 21 and change the opening quarter for the sprint.
Look at the hold this rider has on him, too, though. I mean, he now lets him go just a little bit, but all the way around the turn. And even when he tried to encourage him to switch leads, it was difficult because, and it is again right there, because he can't release too much of his mouth to let him go anymore. You got to really, really throttle a horse down like this as best you can. Hard to ride, hard to work. Not the easiest of drills that we just saw from Skelly, but I think again they just don't want to let him do too much.
Was that like a USB port on his rump? What is that square patch?
I'm not sure. That's something that maybe our reporters can get on, because I've seen that on a couple of horses here this year, and I'm not 100% sure what that is.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that.
You know who knows? Michelle, you.
Of course.
She knows. Michelle, what is that?
Guys, that's called an Equi-Winner patch. So it's like this big and it's just adhesive on one side. You buy them in like a 10-pack for $150 or so. And you put them on the horse's butt before exercise or before travel. And what they do is they help the horse naturally it like jump starts their electrolytes, basically. So it makes sure, like if you're on a long road trip and you put that on, it makes sure the horse wants to drink and stays hydrated. So it's kind of like an electrolyte, but you don't have to orally eat it. It's just something you place on their body. So it's something that we've actually used really frequently. I haven't seen Steve Asmussen use it before, but very cool. So it's called an Equi-Winner patch.
Of course you knew that. Of course you knew that. Of course, that's why Michelle's on the show. She knows everything. Have you ever seen that before?
I have never seen it.
I've never heard of Equi-Winner patch.
No, thanks to Michelle for listening and jumping in too every time. Just to be on it. There's Skelly making his way back with the pony, and the rider still with a pretty short hold on him as well.